All right, guys, we are here at the Hisense booth with JD. This place is happening. JD, thanks for inviting us here.
Absolutely.
Tell us what you brought to the show this year.
Yeah, so one of the big things we're showing is all of our ultra short throw projectors. These are our laser TVs. You're familiar with our trichroma from the L9G.
Yes.
So we have a new L9H that has a lot of the great picture qualities we talked about, but with a couple of improvements, a couple new features. So if you want to walk over here, I can kind of take you through it. So what makes this kind of unique is we pair our projectors with the screen. So this is an ultra short throw projector paired with an ALR screen. So that's ambient light rejecting screen. So when you pair it up with this very bright projector, so it's 3000 lumens, and you have an ambient light reflecting screen, you get this tremendous picture. So the advantage of that is most people think about projectors and they think about dark rooms and theaters. They can turn all the lights off, paint the walls and the ceiling black.
Right.
But this is something you could put into more of a living room environment. If you have a large wall, but even if you have a couple windows in the room, you can still enjoy this picture. So kind of going into the picture, the speeds and feeds, right? So it's 107% of the BT 2020 color space. What does that mean, right? So you got more crayons in the crayon box.
There you go.
You got more colors, and what more colors allows you to do is get more true to life colors. So the green of the grass that you see outside is the green of the grass you'll see on TV.
Sure.
The picture that the director wanted you to see is what you're going to see on the TV. So all of that kind of comes together to get more colors, brighter colors, and even more accurate colors when you do the triple laser. Because what the technology is true red, green, and blue
we got
laser.
Lots of red right here.
Right, yeah, that red laser's working hard. So you put all those together and they can actually create the color itself as opposed to going through a color wheel. So you get just absolute great color. Now, what's new compared to what you saw is we now have Google TV built in.
Okay.
So all the things that you're used to with Google TV, we have that, including Netflix this year. Something else that we have is Dolby Vision out of the box. We have Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. So now you have great picture, great sound, all in one package. And then you also have eARC, you have HDMI 2.1.
Sure.
So if you want to integrate that into a tremendous home audio system, we're here at CEDIA.
Yeah.
There's no shortage of great speaker companies. So you want to build that booming room, and then you finally have the picture to go with it. So I think that's what's really great about this is great all-in-one solution.
Yeah.
Or it can be the centerpiece of a custom installation.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you don't have to have a dedicated theater room, because I polled you guys a while back and I asked you how many of you have a dedicated theater room, and 2/3 of you said, I have a home theater, but it's in a living room setup.
Exactly.
So sometimes this is a really, really great option because maybe you got ceiling fan in the middle. That's hard to put a projector. It's going to be right in the way. So this is pretty simple to set up. The hardest part for me is always aligning it. But once you get it set up, as long as you don't bump it, you're good to go. Beautiful image. So this will go up to 120 or 150?
So we do 100 and 120 inch.
Okay.
So these are fixed focus lenses. So kind of come in a package. And as far as kind of setting up the picture, now we have the ability, there's a QR code, you scan it, use your phone, and you can set this up. It takes minutes. We've also worked on the screens to make them easier to assemble. I mean, it doesn't take any longer for two people to assemble this and put it on the wall than it does to put a TV on the ground, put on the mount, put the bracket on the wall, pick it up, hang it up. It's not that much different of a process. So, it may seem intimidating, but even a marketing guy can do it.
And
so it's pretty easy.
Honestly, I've seen, and I actually helped y'all to make some videos for how to assemble this for some of your integrators. And the great thing about that is that was another part that was kind of tedious.
Sure.
A lot of times in different brands that I've reviewed, there's like probably 50 to 100 springs you got to put in. It's a really tedious process. It'll take you over an hour, sometimes 2 hours to kind of get all that set up. And sometimes you got corners that are not straight. And so the new kind of technology and the way that you've designed that frame simplifies that for the consumer. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. So so we also have our single laser. So if you want to kind of come over here, we can try to check out the L5 here.
We got some folks even enjoying it over here. That's great.
All right, so we're over here at the L5H. So very similar to the L9H as far as the feature set. But the main difference is this is a single laser.
Okay.
So with a single laser, it makes it a little more cost effective.
Sure.
You still get the long life of having a laser lamp of 25,000 hours compared to however many you get with a lamp.
Yeah.
But you get 85% of the DCI color space. So, great color, great contrast, still 2,700 lumens of brightness. So you can still use it in a room that has ambient light, right? So you don't
and we
have
got
to have
ambient light coming into this space here.
These overhead LEDs will burn your eyeballs out, but you can still see a great picture. So yeah, it's similarly featured, single laser, lose color, but still have a great picture. The other thing is, I think this is a really nice design, nice and slim, and then has this great cloth front, but still has Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, 40 watts of power on the audio system.
Do we have ARC and eARC in this, or at least ARC?
Yep, have eARC in it.
Perfect.
HDMI 2.1.
Nice.
So again, you can integrate this very well.
Sure.
And you only have to be 12 inches or a little under 12 inches from the wall to get a 100-inch picture.
Right.
And again, like we said, setting this up is probably easier than a lot of the large TVs. So if you're only holding back because I don't know about a projector.
Sure.
Super easy to set up. Just as fast as to put the brackets on a TV.
This is really almost like a TV, really.
It really is. That's why we call it a laser TV, right? And speaking of that, it has ATSC 3.0 tuner in it. Okay. Right. So you can do off-air TV. You can stream all the apps you want. HDMI 2.1. You can integrate any of the modern media players that you might want to use. So yeah, great solution.
So JD, one of the questions that people always ask on my channel when I review an ultra short throw is, can I mount this on the ceiling? They don't maybe have the space down here.
Yep.
Maybe they're trying to figure out where do I put my center channel.
That's right.
So I noticed you've got this one mounted upside down. Tell us about this model.
Yeah, so essentially what you can do is, you buy a universal projector mount, and you can mount the ultra short throw projector to the ceiling, or like we kind of have it here with the wall if you have the right length arm, and then you can again do your 120, 100 inch picture. Now, with our cinema series, you can go 90 to 130 inches on our PX2 Pro, also a triple laser, and then you have 80 to 100 inches, 80 to 120 on our PL1H. So that's a single laser. So essentially the difference between these, the main difference is these do not come with a screen because they're variable focus.
Sure.
So you can match it to the screen that's right for your environment. And that's the other thing that you keep in mind when you go upside down. If you want to do an ALR screen, right, you still got some lights.
Yeah.
If you do lenticular lens, now you're reflecting everything from the top down.
Correct.
So you're getting that great image quality. Now the challenge there is if you have overhead cans, you're going to want to go to the Fresnel screen that'll allow you to have reject all of the light in all directions.
Okay, so that was one of the big questions I had personally, is because we're flipping this upside down. The way ambient light rejection works is typically that light is coming up at such a steep angle.
Right.
We're rejecting this top light.
That's right.
But in this case, we don't want to reject the top light.
Exactly.
That's the projector.
But if you can control your can lights, you just flip the screen upside down.
Yeah.
And that's another way to tackle it.
So that is acceptable, to flip that screen upside down.
Yep.
Then it's rejecting everything from the other side.
So you just got to look at your environment, your lighting, and that'll help you choose the screen. If you're working with one of the great integrators that are here, they know all about that. Much more than I even know about that. And we'll make sure that you get a great picture. But yeah, or you can put it in a dedicated home theater because you want that great color, and you can control the lights. Go to a bright white screen and just get this amazing color just popping out at you. It'll be amazing. But into the product itself, so this is the PX2 Pro, similar to the L9H, very similarly featured. So you get all of that great color from the triple laser, all of the same features of the built-in Google apps and Google TV. You do lose the TV tuner. That may be important for some people, maybe not.
Right.
But it's not quite as bright because of the variable focus lens.
Sure.
Similar story with the PL1H. Very similarly featured as the L5H, but you do lose a little bit of the brightness. But again, you get that variability on what you can actually do. So 80 to 120 inch screen.
Right.
So still get lots of flexibility. Now you have mounting flexibility as well. just invert the image. You can put it, if you want to do a rear projection,
Right.
you can flip the image, do it that way. So all of the custom integration things that people are doing with projectors here, you can do with an ultra short throw. So that's.
And I love providing options. I mean, that's really what this is about.
Absolutely.
Your space may be different. You may have a different setup, living room. You may have a bonus room.
That's right.
Some rooms have a lot of light. Some rooms have complete control light, like I do have in my theater room. So you just got to find a setup that works best for your needs and your situation. So we've got some awesome ultra short throws, but Hisense also makes some really cool stuff as well, and that's TVs. And one thing that I love about your TVs is you bring affordability, but pair that with really, really high quality as well.
Yeah, that's true. We have TVs that go all the way up to 100 inches now, right?
Yeah.
That's just something that we're showing here. And what we're doing is we're taking a lot of the technologies that are in the ultra premium TVs, we're bringing them down to a much more affordable level that many more people can afford. Same kind of product features, but much better value. For instance, all of our TVs here all have quantum dot for that great color. They all have mini LED for a bright picture with lots of those dimming zones, which is what gets you that great contrast. And if you want to talk about TVs, I'll hand you off to one of our TV folks, and we can go over some of the really cool stuff that's in the booth here.
All right, Doug, we are here in front of a massive TV. We're going to walk through a bunch of different products that you've got in the TV lineup. Tell us what we're looking at here.
Hey, so I'm really excited about this TV in particular. It's our 100-inch mini-LED U8K TV. So for those of you who are familiar with the Hisense line, U8 is our flagship product within our ULED line. Starts with U6, U7, goes up to U8. Mini LED in all the series, but in this one particularly, U8 for us has been a flagship because for the past few years, it's been our most award-winning technology.
Yeah.
And now with the 100-inch U8K, this is the largest mini LED TV in the US.
This is a gorgeous picture, and so what's great is a lot of my audience, they don't have the space to do maybe a dedicated theater room. They don't want to go with a projection. I know we just looked at ultra short throws, but this gives them another opportunity to go big, have a really immersive experience, have the beautiful picture, the depthness and the richness of the colors. I love what I'm seeing here.
From LED technology, for us to be able to get it this big at the price points that we expect to hit is phenomenal. And not only that, Michael, but this is also a 144 hertz panel.
Okay.
So great for gaming. It's got all of the wonderful gaming features built into it, from Game Mode Pro and VRR. Also has far field voice control, so hands-free remote. Of course, it's got everything that you expect from the U8 series, from mini LED, quantum dot, Dolby Atmos. I can go on and on with the specs, but really what the consumers need to know is this is a great TV for everything from movies, sports, gaming, and it's phenomenally big, impressively big.
So this is flagship, but what if we don't have the budget for flagship? Do you have some other options as well?
You know what we do? So we make something for everybody, and even in this series, if you don't want a 100-inch U8, you can get it. Also comes in a 65, 75, or 85 if people don't have that huge wall space for it.
Sure.
Of course, we've got the U7 series, which is the next step down from it. Still a 144 hertz screen, not 1500 nits of peak brightness, but close to it. Many local dimming zones, mini LED, and all the great technologies. And then a step down from that is our entry level U6. It's our premium line, is our U6 K series.
Can we take a look at them over there?
Absolutely. Let's go see what else is out there. So Mike, as I said, on the other side, that's a 100-inch U8K. Just want to show you the 65 U8K version of it. So you can still see, same beautiful picture, immersive, great quality TV, obviously all the same features, but you can get it in a manageable 65. Hard to believe that 65 is we used to consider that the largest TV anybody would ever get.
Exactly. We've come a long way, and I love that we're getting bigger because, again, we're allowing more of an immersive experience from a TV.
And you know what? Because of the technologies, you no longer have to sit so far away from the TV. You can be right up close, and you don't notice how close you're sitting to the TV. So the old school of how big the TV and how far you got to sit away from goes away with the this new technology.
So one thing that might be a little confusing, because I asked about this earlier, we've got 65U 8K, but this is not an 8K television, correct?
Yeah, you know what? So it goes by our series name. So
Sure.
our ULED line starts with a U,
Yep.
and there's a U6K, a U7K, and a U8K. The K is really for the year nomenclature. It's
Sure.
not the
Yeah, I just wanted
resolution.
to clarify that because I know she was telling me, like, in our marketing, we have to like continually let people know that this is a 4K.
Yeah, no, it's a 4K TV.
I love it. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
And you can see, you know, again, all of the wonderful award. We just launched actually, this past month is when this TV first came to market, and it's already getting tremendous accolades. So the U8K series, our most award-winning flagship product, we put that up against any competitor.
Sure. And I think we got one more series over here.
Yeah, let's go take a look.
All right.
All right, Mike, so as we said, you know, the series below the U8 is a U7K series. Again, comes in a 65, 75, and 85-inch screen sizes. 144 hertz panel, mini LED, quantum dot, Dolby Atmos. A lot of the same features. It's not quite as bright as the U8K, but still a phenomenal TV with the amount of local dimming zones, and you know, you can just see the contrast and the colors popping, and
So maybe if you got a more light controlled room, you could even step down to a more affordable solution.
Absolutely. You know what? Since you said that, why don't we go over and take a look at the entry to our premium lineup, which is our U6K.
All right, let's check it out.
All right, Michael. So this is our U6K TV. It's the entry to our premium lineup, and you know the U8K has won most affordable, best TV under $1,000.
Yeah.
But you don't have to spend a fortune, you know, to get the great technologies. We're the only manufacturer right now that is bringing the mini LED technologies into the U6 lineup, right? So our entry-level premium product, you can have it all. Great picture, great value, great performance, you know, and that's what we stand for: performance, quality, and value. We're not going to make the consumer choose, you know, technology or price or size. We've got something for everybody.
Yeah, Doug, I love what Hisense is bringing to the consumer market, the home theater crew, like the folks that watch my channel, because again, one thing that I see is you're providing really high amount of value. I've got the U7H, 83-inch. I think when it came, it was probably around $1,500. It's even less now.
Yes.
It's like, guys, you're able to get a massive screen or a smaller screen with better features, brighter colors, and really just absolutely not having to break the bank.
And you know what, Michael, it's also the experience. This new Google platform, so it's the latest chipset from Google on the operating system, hands-free voice remote, you know, far-field remote, so many things built into it. We could talk for hours about this, but you know, you can have everything. Again, it's where you are in your buying journey and what you want to have, whether it's screen size, you know, how high you want to go in the technologies.
Yeah,
we've got something for everybody.
That's it. Doug, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Guys, I hope you've been enjoying this series. We're here at CEDIA 2023 Hisense booth. They've got a lot of products. I'll have a lot of those linked down in the description below if you're interested in that. Hope you guys have an incredible week. God bless, and we will catch you in the next video.